Good morning. Finishing up my morning coffee here. I have so many new things that are in my collection that I wanted to try on with you guys this morning. I did have some deliveries over the weekend as well, so I'm so excited. I'm going to start by putting on just a little bit of primer that I recently got in a boxy. This is a KVD primer. This is the Pore Refining Primer. I've been trying this now for a little bit. This was just kind of like a little bonus. It's not actually what the video is going to be really featuring. I already did my skincare this morning and my skin is looking really bright, really even, and I'm loving that. You guys actually have recently started telling me, like in my last few videos, how good my skin is looking, and thank you so much. I love hearing that because I've been working really hard on my skin, I feel like, this year. Okay, so this first one's a little bit of a cheat because a lot of you know I loved my concealer from Natasha Denona, but I have scraped the sides of this so much I can't get anything else out of it. Mine is the shade N6, and I've been wearing it as like not only a concealer, but a foundation as well. And I'm considering doing that today. I just got in a Natasha Denona order. So as you can probably guess, there is a palette coming with this as well. I knew I needed this, so it was kind of the excuse to purchase a palette that I've been on the fence about for a little bit now. So it's the same Hyglam concealer, but I mean, this is my second one of me purchasing this by myself. So if that doesn't tell you it's amazing, I don't know what would. I do have a discount code if you want to save some money. If you want to get this, it's Nichole Fischer saying, I'm just, me to you. All right, we're caffeinated. Something that's not too new that I've been loving to put under my eyes is the Tarte Glow Wand. So I just do a little bit of this just to give it a little bit of brightening effect. But then I am gonna go in with my Natasha Denona concealer. Oh, I missed having a fresh tube of this because it is so creamy, so easy to use. I've been putting it over some blemishes. Such an easy product to work with. I've been having like an idea for a little bit now of trying to upload some more videos, and that's kind of why I wanted to do a morning chat with you guys too, because I'm sitting here going, do I have the bandwidth to upload more than once a week? I've been trying to get back to filming and editing and uploading more. And I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do this as a test to see if you like it, if the YouTube algorithm gods like it. So that's what I'm gonna try to focus on. Now I am going out of town with a content creator event with Samantha March and so many other amazing creators with Creators and Friends. So I'm not sure I'd be able to do it every week this month, but what if I tried to upload a bunch? Like, I'm not even sure which days just yet. Usually I've been doing Saturdays, obviously, because I switched from Sundays to Saturdays. I can talk. And then I threw an extra Thursday video in there recently. So what days would you guys like to see more uploads if I could start putting some more out there? Which would mean you kind of just need to be a little bit more on the pulse of my channel versus just coming on weekends. So definitely hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out, even though it's a little wonky, I know. Look at this. This makes your skin look so good, and you've seen what I did. I barely touched my skin because this concealer is so darn good. Natasha, you're so good to us, sister. This is really what I've been focusing on, is just doing little bits here and there, and look how good the skin looks. It looks so fresh. But I do have something else that's new that I wanted to try with you on camera. I did a full dedicated video on it, and it did not do well. It did not do well at all, and maybe it's because it was a designated video, I don't know, but I am gonna use it again. If you did miss it, I will link above for you the full, very fancy edited video that I did. This is the Urban Decay Face Bond. I did a 4-day wear test with you, and I did extreme wear tests where I literally had my whole face soaking wet several times. Okay, we're gonna do the full face dunk. I did the plunge, so go check that video out. Please give me some love on that. But this is a really fascinating product because it's not a serum. It's not totally like a full foundation. It dries really quickly to the point that it is self-setting. You don't need any powders. And as an oily skin girl, I was like, that's not happening. Oh, it happened. Y'all, it happened. I have two different shades, 10 and 12. I've been mixing them since it's summer for me. Summer for most people, I think, but I heard in the Midwest it was in the 40s today, so I can't assume that at all. It also has like a serum-y dropper to it. I think there's some good skincare in here too. And it's such a lightweight product. Like, you don't need a ton, as I'm sitting here putting more on my face because I'm chatting away with you. You don't need a lot, and there's 3 different ways you can apply it. I'm gonna apply it with the sponge like I have been for a little bit more like medium coverage. But I did all of the wear tests and all the ways to apply this, to wear it in that last video. And I'm so impressed that it's so lightweight. You don't even feel like you're wearing anything. And it's like your skin, but better. I think this came out a little earlier this year, but I just got this sent to me and I wanted to really give it a try because some things just get lost in the newness of all the makeup dropping randomly. Can we just say, it just looks so clean and it feels so light. I just don't feel anything on my skin right now. Nothing. I feel nothing. I can still see some freckles. I still feel like this looks very clean, very fresh. And you saw I put on more than I even intended because I'm a chatty Cathy, and it still looks super breathable. Looks like my skin, but better. And it's already drying. I just can't get over the fact that I don't need to powder with this. I've actually had to stop myself from grabbing powders because it's self-setting. Oh, and I've not gotten to wear it with my Natasha Denona concealer. I'm loving the combo. It's so perfect. It's like there's nothing here. This is crazy. This was newer to me this year and I didn't really like it, so I've been trying it more and I think I like it now, and I thought this was getting decluttered. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. It is a brow styling wax. You guys may have seen me trying to make this work before, and I was like, I don't know, I forget to use it. With the lighter makeup comes the lighter applications. And I've just been more, let's go for it, let's try. Let's try to remember the things. I think doing all the declutters that I've been doing this year too really helps to see what is in the collection to hopefully not forget things. Although I do have to say I went through my collection the other day, just a touch, and I'm finding things that are so expired, so old. I don't know why they're still here, so do expect another declutter soon. I still feel like I need to like wisp them back down just because I don't like the wild brow. At least not on me. On some people it looks fantastic. So the product I'm going to be using with this is the Arches and Halos brand that is by Tanya Crooks. How many of you guys remember way back, like we're going to have to use the Wayback Machine, fade back to like the original BoxyCharms, because there was a brow gal by Tanya Crooks that so many of us, myself included, were so obsessed with. I loved that palette for years, and now she has a line of products at Target, but I have to say the packaging can kind of have a fail. Let me show you. I just went to take the spoolie off and it keeps doing this where it just pulls the whole back end off. There it is. I've tried switching the caps too, thinking that maybe I just put the wrong cap on the wrong end, but it keeps doing it. So there is a packaging fail there, but we're gonna be putting this in the brows. Here we go. I was worried this was gonna be too creamy, and I really don't think it's too creamy necessarily, but I'm still adjusting to it because I've only used it so many times. I'm still debating how I feel about it. So yes, I'm going to be trying to upload more frequently. What kinds of videos do you want to see? I was hoping that this year I could do more beach content, but to be flat out honest, we've had really bad weather this summer. It's either gone from extremely, extremely hot to a lot more rain than we normally get. Oh my gosh, you guys, this past weekend was my 8-year wedding anniversary, and I can't even begin to tell you the amount of flooding that we had on our anniversary. Just trying to get to the restaurant, like 10 minutes from my house, all the roads were so flooded. So flooded. It was almost impossible. Our car ended up getting waterlogged, essentially. We have an SUV, so it's not even like we were low to the ground, but there was so much water. Our battery ended up getting flooded, and it was honestly such a shit show. It was so bad that Adam had to get out, put the car in neutral, and start pushing while I was trying to steer with a locked up steering wheel. It would not turn. It was, luckily there was a sweet man who saw us struggling, got out of his work truck, because you could tell he was like on work time, to help us get the car moved. It was a crazy week last week. I can't even begin to tell you. Like, so our weather's been crazy. That was the point of me telling you that. So it's not been ideal conditions for some beach vlogs or beach content. Also because we've had so much rain. When it's rainy and when the storms, you know, churn things up, you can't see under the water. And I was going to do some GoPro footage for you guys to see underwater, to do some more vlogs like I did last summer on shorts. Okay, the brows are browing. I don't think I need much more of this or I'm gonna get too big and bold with the brow, but this made it super simple and it worked really well with the Anastasia. So maybe I've just not been giving this Anastasia Brow Freeze enough of a chance. This Arches and Halos pencil is really nice. I got it at Target. I was shocked to see it there when I saw the name Tanya Crooks. Wait, let's try the other way. Let's try. Yep, still took it off. Packaging issues, but the pencil itself is doing the job. I do still want this a bit darker to kind of go with my hair, so I am just gonna add some of my favorite e.l.f. product in, but I have so many fun, amazing things in from Ofra. We gotta go through it. Okay, I have put on a little bit of cream bronzer and I still cannot believe how like not tacky my base is. Like my makeup from the Urban Decay Face Bond. Obviously, the cream product that I just put on for a bronzer that isn't new, so I didn't show it, is gonna be a little tacky at the moment, but I have some blush to put on. Ofra recently put out some glowy blushes, and it feels like glowy blushes are the next main thing. This is the Midi palette. It's the Cheeky Glow. So we have Sugar Rush, Cheer, and Radiant, and these are so pretty. Also, because there's another one, because you can get them as individuals apparently, this is the shade Cherish. I actually showcased these on my Instagram, so if you missed all the swatches, go ahead and be sure to follow me so you know what's coming up behind the scenes of things I am receiving and trying. What color? I'm always trying to figure out which color story is going to work best for the day. Kind of either leaning towards this middle shade or Cherish. I don't know if I've actually gone into Cherish before. So let's do Cherish since I don't think we've ever done it. Just to give you a little bit of an idea. Ooh, that might be real pink. I'm hoping it's gonna look okay with the skin. I'm gonna aim it more towards the back of my cheek and then work it forward so I don't get too much product. Oh, back of the cheek, pull forward. I know a lot of people are loving that ridiculously covered in blush look again, and I'm just not feeling it. So I'm just trying to keep her more complimentary. Look how glowy this is. I like how it does blend and spread, so it doesn't just do like a big streak of shine or a big punch of color. I feel like this goes really well with the skin, doesn't it? I'm not adding any more. I'm just kind of like using the brush to spread a little bit. All right, I feel like I have not jumped into any highlighters in a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some new Ofra highlighters that I have received. I'm thinking maybe X's and O's because we have some options here. But this is the shade Glazed Donut they recently sent me, and this one is Cloud 9. Pretty gloomy day today, so I think I'm just gonna go over here to have some options. Look at these! And I'm so excited to get into the eyeshadow palette. Okay, let's see here. I'm thinking I'm gonna dip into this more warm shade, but not the warmest one. I did play with that warm shade before, and it was a little too much for me. So I'm just going to go to the backs of the cheeks because I feel like the front of the cheeks are totally covered, but I'm also gonna go back to the nose. I haven't done the nose in forever. Do a little bit of the inside of the corners, under the brow, just like those old school things. It goes so well with the skin. It's almost like my skin is just like glistening, but from within. So cute. It's so pretty. And I do have a code with Ofra as well. Save some money if you are looking to purchase. I'm gonna go into that shade and a little bit lighter, mix them. Oh my golly. It's a gray, gloomy day here. So I am so excited to kind of like, just like punch up the vibes. Okay, for the thing I'm so excited to play with, I did get the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. No, it's not the warm. I know a ton of people are obsessed with getting the latest and greatest, but for me, I was comparing all of them that I saw, and I already have the Glam Light, which is more the cool toned. So I was like, this has been feeling very cool toned for me to the point I haven't been reaching for it through the summer, but I wanted something a little bit more punch, but not like full on warm. So I was comparing and contrasting for far too long, and I asked you guys on Instagram, which one should I get? And a lot of you said this one was definitely speaking to you and that it's a great like staple palette for the collection. Like it's going to be like a workhorse that I could use all year long, and I totally agree with that. The warm I'm still eyeballing, but I wanted to get the I Need a Nude first because I felt like this is something I would use way more often because I've not been reaching for a lot of warms, but you never know. And for some reason, they sent me like a little mini to go with it, and then when I looked it up, it's the shade Muse, which is right here in the center of the palette, so I'm guessing it was a freebie, but I'm gonna put this in an upcoming giveaway, I think, because I don't need to. I'm just gonna go into Fair. I've not touched, I think, most of this palette. I think I've just kind of like played a little bit over the weekend, but I didn't, like I already had eye makeup on, so I'm really excited to see how this I Need a Nude is, and was it worth it? Because it does have, I would call like the Dusty Rose vibes in some of these, and those aren't my favorites. I was really hoping for more nude brown base, beige bases, but I'm gonna see how this plays on the eyes. So I'm just putting Fair all over the place. There is some kickback in the pan when you're dipping into it the way I am with this Fair shade because I'm just putting this everywhere. That's a way better nude than what I had in the Glam palette because the one in the Glam palette's a little bit more gray tone. Do I have a plan? Of course I don't have a plan. Let's go into Mesh. Should I come into these videos with a plan? Probably, but that's just not how I do my day. Then the words premeditated get thrown around in the courtroom, and you know, sometimes we just like the spontaneity. It's the spice of life. So to be sustainable, I feel like with multiple uploads in a week, I think I should maybe start with 2 so I don't overwhelm myself because I'm excited right now about doing it. But then I sit here and worry about, okay, well, what about in a week that I'm super swamped? And like I said, I've got travel coming up. So does 2 times a week sound at least sustainable? Like I'd like to get up to more eventually, but I've been doing 1 for so long because of my schedule that I worry. So what days would you be watching if you were like, I really want a Nichole upload on this day? Tell me below. Okay, this is a nice neutral in the crease moment. Mesh is definitely meshing with, you know, anything I could put on top of it. So I'm not mad about that. And like a true Natasha Denona formula, it is spreading like a dream. I also swatched this on my Instagram, at least some of the shimmers when I got it because I couldn't help but want to touch it. So again, follow there. I'm gonna go into Stone a little bit here. I do like to still, because of my eye shape, just do a touch more on those outer edges. What videos are you guys liking? I feel like YouTube is doing this weird yo-yo thing right now where hauls are exciting again a little bit, or at least some PR hauls I'm seeing. Do you guys still like reviews of makeup? Do you want what's in the stash already? Do you want new stuff? Because, you know, I still don't like to bring in stuff that I'm not going to use. So I'm just trying to figure out what you're wanting. Look how creamy dreamy this is so far. It's just super easy to play with. Super easy to blend. Let's see if we go into Tender, a shade I've not touched yet, with like a angle brush. How's it gonna apply? Because I do like to still do a little bit of that lash line accenting. Sometimes with a Natasha palette, you just never know how it's gonna play on your skin tone until you have it. Is this where we just could jump right into some shimmers? Because I feel like I have not been doing a lot of shimmers lately, but this look just kind of like screams for it when you have these as your options, as your courses that you could go through. The question is which shade do we do? Did give us 2 of Muse because they must think a lot of it. And then what I like to do is just kind of go like, ooh, Ooh, ooh. I like to just compare. Oh, these are so yummy. Like, I cannot get enough. These are so good. Maybe let's go into Whisper because it's not too light and it's not too dark. It's a nice medium-ish nude. Oh, you know what? And there are some dark shimmers. I may go ahead and put those on my outer. I do like to do that just to keep everything a little bit more spunky. There's Ella, Travertine, and Filigree. As far as some shimmery dark shades. Ooh. I think I want Filigree. Filigree, Filigree, Filigree. I like doing shimmers with the finger. Like, you just get that extra oomph. And you don't need a lot when you're just doing the outside bit. Oh, I love. Okay, I almost forgot. I have two different lippies here from Ofra, and I need to decide which one I want to try. Y'all know I love a good nude lip, and then we also have like a berry tone here for the fall. I'm so excited. Now, these are from my friend, the HotmessMAMA Rhonda's collab. One of them is called Gemini, and one of them is called HotmessMAMA. So I think we just need to go in with that. She has a gorgeous complexion with more pink tones, so I feel like pink on her is stunning, and also she does a really good job of picking a color. Look at that. So good. That goes with so many skin tones. Oh, that is so nice. Like, it's a base undertone, but it still has the nude vibe, so it's still going with the whole look. Oh, Rhonda. Don't ask me why I love big, chunky, excessive, bold jewelry. I just do. It just makes me feel something. Okay, so this is the completed look with all of these new products that I am playing with and loving. And I am so pleased with how the end result looks. Like, I've not powdered at all, and I did put creams on top of it, but then I also did some blush powder. I can't believe nothing is bunching, nothing is crunching. The brows are touchable. The eye look is so smooth, so seamless. I am loving this. The cheeks definitely have like a rosiness, a nice glow, but nothing that's too, like, what do I want to say, like wet, drenched with oily, sweaty looks. It doesn't look like that at all. But I still also see like my freckles with all of the makeup. I gotta zoom you in to show you. Like, we could still see my beauty marks, my freckles. It looks like my skin, but better. It looks way more polished. The blush, I feel like, goes along with what was underneath it. It like mimics it in a way because it is such a nice formula. You get the glow, which is clearly what we were going for since they are cheeky glow colors. But everything looks really nice and smooth. It doesn't look too much, and I appreciate that. The lip color, fantastic. This is perfect, and it's not too drying or too mattifying. I feel like it's really nice, and it's gonna last too. Yes, there's gonna be some transfer, but not much. All in all, I am super excited about this. So the takeaways. Yes, this is my second one of these, so it's technically not new, but this is a new tube that I purchased myself of the Natasha Denona Hyglam concealer, and I love it so much. This is what I wear when I'm not putting anything else on my face. Literally, this is it. I love it so much. The Urban Decay Face Bond is still totally shocking to me. Again, if you want to see a full, like, in-depth review on this where I even dunk my whole head into water to prove to you that this doesn't go anywhere, go check out that other video. It is crazy, and I can't believe still on more wear tests that it's totally set. I don't need to do anything. I've not powdered at all, and I am a powder lover. I'm shocked by that. I don't know what to say. I was really ready to hate this product, and it has taken me months to really give it the at-bats, but the brows are browing. Everything is still soft and touchable, but I feel like it makes the products that I put on top of it go so much better than just on bare brow, skin, hair, things like that. I don't know what's shifted for me. Is it just giving it more real at-bats? Is it really just giving it the time to work with it? I don't know, but I really do like this, and I'm totally shocked. All right, so the brow pencil has some great pros, but also some cons. This is the Arches and Arrows pencil. Oh, look, it actually came off now without pulling the total base of it off. The packaging has been a bit of a struggle, but like I said, the brows really do go well with this underneath. I've also used this alone at least once or twice to do just the brow without anything, and I do think it does a great job of spreading and applying. It does tend to transfer a little bit before when I wasn't using the brow freeze underneath. So just keep that in mind, but I do really like this pencil. Again, you can get it at Target, and it's with Tanya Crooks. I've loved their brand. I feel like the highlighter is so nice. It's definitely more back at the back end of the face, just kind of illuminating, but there's also some glow with the blush. So it may be a little bit more complicated to see, but on the nose, I feel like it is so cute. It is right there. I love it. Also, another trick, take a more defined brush, kind of pop into a highlighty shade that would work well. Give yourself a little bit of a facelift, an eyebrow lift. This is an old school trick that works so well, and these highlighters mesh so well that I feel like it goes perfectly. Ofra highlighters have always been a top highlighter for me. I feel like they are so creamy, they go beautifully with the skin, they don't overwhelm. I think it is perfect. We have to talk about this palette. I Need a Nude is definitely something that I'm gonna be using a lot in my collection. My entire eye look is with this palette. I can't wait to see all of the amazing looks I get with it. The I Need a Warm, is it called the Warm palette or I Need a Warm? That one is definitely more on the deep side, and I'm just not sure if I would use that all the time, whereas this I know would be a workhorse for me, and I would use this pretty regularly. So I'm very excited to have this baby in my collection and see what else I can do with her. This lippy is stunning. I've already said it, I've already shown you how it looks. I'm just so loving how it lasts, it stays, but it's not too drying. It's really great. I do have, I think, just a little bit of like a regular light gloss underneath it, but I've also tried it bare, and it's great. I love it. Again, if I were to upload more days in the week, which days would you prefer? I used to do Thursdays and Sundays. My uploads have moved from Sunday to Saturday. So would you like Thursday? Would you like Tuesday, Wednesday? Tell me what other days you would be enjoying a second video. And in the meantime, stay tuned on my channel because I don't know which days I'm going to be uploading yet, but I'm hoping to do way more with you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know what you're thinking. And if you're not a big commenter, please hit the like button. That helps out my little channel so much. Helps YouTube know to share my video with other friends. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.